Ah, yeah, baby. It's another episode of the Music Shop. Come on in and make yourself comfortable. We're about to have another damn show. That's right. Yeah. Let's get it. Hi, haters. What you shopping for? You want some hot artists? You want some hot music? That's right. Welcome to the Music Shop. We are live. Miss Music. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. You're live with the Music Shop. That's right. This is Miss Music, and this is the Music Shop. You never know when we're gonna come on. It could be morning, it could be noon, it could be night. But we're coming when we coming. Yeah, that's right. Check it out. Yeah, it's the Music Shop. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah, right, that's right. Yeah. We live. About to turn it up tonight. Interviewing Blacc. That's right. Fourth episode. Yeah. August 26, 2022. Hit that cash app. 813 famous. That's right. Come back with us, baby. That's right. It's the Music Shop. Miss Music. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell, because you never know when we're going to pop up. That's right. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave us a comment. That's right. Alrighty, what's up? This is Miss Music, and this is the Music Shop. If you're searching for new music or new artists, make sure you check out the Music Shop. It's always a music affair with Miss Music, and tonight we have on Blacc. What's up? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I done left you on mute. How to take you off. Go ahead.
She had me on mute. I'm saying, what up, everybody? What's happening? Thank y'all for
Right?
What's up, though? What up, though?
What's up? Go ahead. Get your hey. What's up on everybody?
Hey,
Go on,
listen,
do
you
it
already know
again.
what it is, man. I'm going to shout out everybody in Vegas. You already know Rich City, Richmond, Kentucky. What's happening? You dig what I'm talking about? San Diego, California, from Bonita, Imperial Beach, all the way up to Oceanside, Temecula even. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my family in LA. Talking about Dallas. I'm talking about Phoenix. You know what I mean? We everywhere. Crown Republic, Crown Music, Crown Republic South. You dig? We in this thing. What's happening? Let's go, Miss Music.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time coming.
Man,
And everybody knows like I feature really good artists. And I like them unique. Because I'm a different type of artist. I'm a different type of style. I'm a different type of sound. I'm different everywhere around. And I love to find artists that are like me. And you have always been like one of my favorites.
I
For
appreciate.
real. As long as we've been following each other, which I couldn't even tell you how long it's been.
It's
It's
been
been like
uh
a long time, right?
almost 10 years for real, for real.
See, and people think people boy, let me tell you that the things they be saying on the internet about me, Randall, you would laugh. Let me tell you, and I'm just like, oh, but she's never been in the music industry, but she does it, and it's like, are you serious? Have you really like done any research yet? Because I don't think that's true. But yeah, 10 years, and that's a long time. I mean, how do we end up getting hooked up? Because I don't refreshing my memory. Do you
I
know? Do you even remember? It was so long ago. It's like, oh my god, we
I
done
want to
fried
say
my brain.
it was like a group. I want to say it was like a like a Facebook group. Um,
Mhm.
I want to say it was in a Facebook group, and either you had just shot a video or you was talking about shooting a video. Yeah, I don't really remember, but I know it was in a Facebook group. I want to say like one of the more popular groups that I'm a part of, where a lot of people are doing a lot of supporting and things of that sort. So I want to say that we sent. You know what I'm saying it was a group, a Facebook group. But listen, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. You feel me?
Who knows? I know. I have the 813 famous group. I don't know if maybe you were in my that one group or something, but then again, I have so many groups that joined to on there. You know how it is when you promote.
Facts.
That it's just crazy. And I was just like, like recently I went to go promote in some of the groups, and one group tagged my post as spam, and I'm like, what the heck? And I go and I look at the group, and it says musician showcase, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so I go to the group and go to look, and like there's no music nowhere. And I'm thinking to myself, "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You have entered the twi," and I'm like, okay, well, let me look and see if there's any music in it. There was no music. It was like a spam group, and I was just like, but I'm not spam. Like I, I thought it was a showcase. I thought you're supposed to, you're supposed to, show your stuff, and this is like I got reported for spam, and I'm like, it's not even spam. It's
I feel
it's
like
music.
a lot of these groups, like I've gone away from uh, promoting in groups because a lot of these groups that were all about supporting artists and things of that sort, and come share your videos and come share your music. I feel like, just my opinion, but a lot of
Hmm.
these groups are like an artist. But let's say like I got my own Blacc group, right? I let people come in and share their music, right? But I feel like in some of these other groups that people have these groups, and if you're not listening to their music, you know what I'm saying? If you get in their group and you share a video and people in their group is like, yo, that's hot. I like that. And all of a sudden they mark you as spam or they kick you out the group because you're getting more love than they are in the group. And it's like, come on, bro. I thought that's what we was trying to do here is share music. So I've tried to get away from the groups for real, for real. There's only a select few groups that I even still share my music in for real because it turned into that. It turned into everybody marking you spam. And all of a sudden the regulations say that you can't share this because that's spam. Like, well, then what am I doing? Like, then let me get out of here because that's what the
I
whole reason
know
I
that
joined.
that's what I thought. I'm thinking to myself, well, I joined the group to showcase my music, not to sit here and get freaking flagged for spam. But and you're right. And there's groups where I just went to post out of nowhere and they rejected my post, and I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? And I'm looking at the page to see if maybe I did something wrong, because most of the time it's our error. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe I screwed up, what I'm saying? But no, and I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I couldn't figure it out. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I just deleted the group. But um, some of the groups do have people that listen. So, I'm kind of old fashioned. I still go
I mean,
and post
I've
them.
gotten, man, I've gotten, I can't give you a number, but I've gotten plenty of new fans and new listeners through groups. I've done a lot of business with certain people in groups. Like I met him in a group and we start
Mhm.
talking in the DM, like, yo, what do you do or what do you got going on? And even for you, like yourself, you know what I mean, I met you in a group first, you know what I mean? So, sometimes it's beneficial and other times it's not. You know what I mean? It's got to take it with a grain of salt.
Mhm. Most definitely. Now, I want to go ahead and let these people know because they don't know your music, but I do. I want to. I want to allow you to go ahead and tell these people what type of music you make.
So I grew up in a household where my dad was an R&B guy. He had a band. It was called the Techniques, and
Mm.
they had platinum records and they toured in the southeastern side of the country. So as a kid, I always grew up like just uh, idolizing my dad because he did music. Now they always say every athlete wants to be a musician and every musician wants to be an athlete, right? So I played football and that was my thing, and I was very successful in that. But I always had music as a hobby. So and growing up and listening to my dad and growing up in a household where R&B and soul music was kind of the thing in my household, right? And then I grew up on rap, in my generation rap came about. So I liked rap, but I loved the R&B and the soul that my dad played. So it got to a point when I really got invested in this music that I wanted to create my own genre of music, right? And I've been doing this genre so long that it's kind of funny now that I see um, the new generation, like they're doing my music. You feel me? So I call my music or my genre of music hip hop and beat, right?
Mhm.
And now, if you look at some of these new wave artists, that's what they doing. Like they rapping and singing the Chris Browns. You know what I mean? What's the boy name? Blast. Is it Blast? Blaxst or something like that. Like even him, the guy Teams Temas. Like it's a whole lot of people that now are doing something that's similar to what I started doing almost 13, 14 years ago, right? So it's hip hop and B. So I'm just really proud that that genre of music is catching on. And I'm super proud that I can say, hey, before everybody else jumped on the wave, that was something we was doing in the beginning. You know what I mean? So I'm just super proud that it's taken off, and there's so many artists out there now that it was a time that rappers were afraid of R&B. Rappers were afraid to try to sing or harmonize on a song. You know what I mean? And I think Ja Rule kind of changed that a little bit. And then 50 came out and kind of attacked him for it. And then 2 albums later, 50 Cent is doing the same thing that he got mad at Ja Rule about. So I mean, I'm just proud that now it's a staple in the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? I'm just proud that I can say that I was one of those people that invested in that genre of music way before it was popular. And if you check me out, you can Google me. I mean, Ran Blacc, RANBLACC. We everywhere, man. We making all kinds of music. We got hip hop. We got hip hop and B. We got R&B. We got gangster rap. We got West Coast. We got East Coast. Like I just try to flip up my styles and do a little bit of everything, man. I think that's how you stay conscious in this hip hop business.
Mhm. Most definitely. Like, people don't. They just don't understand. Like, they think that if they get a hit and they blow it up, they're just gonna get famous, and they don't understand. Like, it's so much more than that. Like,
A lot
so
of work.
much more time invested too. Like
Uh,
they don't understand.
it depends, right? It
Mhm.
depends because you could talk about the Justin Biebers of the world, right? You could talk
Mhm.
about those artists that started on YouTube before YouTube was really buzzing like that, right? And
Mhm.
they created a buzz for themselves that somehow got them into the music industry and signed, right?
Mhm.
Um, you can talk about some of these bloggers or some of these Instagram rappers now that they're doing their thing and they're getting signed. We can even talk about the new guy. I forget his name, but he's a digital rapper. Like nobody's ever seen his face for real. He does
Mhm.
digital rap. They see a cartoon character of him rapping, right? He just got signed. Like he just got a deal, and nobody's ever seen this guy's face before. He's a digital rapper. You know what I mean? So there's a
Mhm.
lot of changing in the technology and the way that the music game is going. Even when it went from radio play and concerts to streaming, you know what I mean, and buying the product to now we got all these different streaming websites. Like the game has changed so much nowadays that yeah, you could be a overnight celebrity. It could happen, but it don't happen that often anymore. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's not set up the same way as it used to be.
Hmm. Now, how have you seen it change through the years?
Oh my God. Now you putting the age on me. That's crazy. I can't believe you did me like that.
No, no, it don't have to be that bad of an age, but you giving it away.
I feel like it got easier, to be honest. You can make music in the comforts of your home now. You know what I mean? People used to have to go to the studio and really have to get an engineer and, you know what I mean, pay for studio time and work in the studio to get it done. Where nowadays, you know what I mean, I got a whole podcast set up in my home. I got a whole studio set up in my home. I got a studio in San Diego that when I come for final production, that's where we go and we work, right? But I can record my whole album at my house and then send it to my engineer in San Diego and then travel out there in a week and finish the project. You know what I mean? So it's so much easier now. So many different platforms like SoundCloud. I hate to call them this, but there's so many SoundCloud rappers now that they're not even worried about being in the music business. They just want to be heard. You know what I mean? So there's so many platforms now where artists can be heard, where before it wasn't that way. It was the record company. The record companies broke artists, and that's the way it happened. The DJ broke artists, and that's the way it happened. The radio broke artists, and that's the way it happened. Where now you don't really need a DJ, you don't really need a record label, you don't really need a radio. Like you can break yourself if you do it right. So yeah, I think the game has just totally changed in how artists are being seen and even accepted now. You know what I mean? I think the whole game has changed.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, especially from back in the days till now, because they didn't have the internet like they do now. They didn't have these podcast shows that we could just do. You had to watch TV. You had to watch the music box. You had to watch
Yes.
some. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You had to watch like well now I'm telling how old I am. But you know what I'm saying? Like Soul Train. I used to love it. I used to love Soul Train. I used to be breaking it down on Sundays. But hmm you know you was having a good time
MTV,
when
BET.
yeah.
I mean, I remember
Well
when
that yeah, that
they
was
played
later
video.
on.
Yeah, I remember when they
Yo
played
MTV raps in the
yeah,
basement, like oh.
yeah.
hmm
But we
I
don't do
remember
that
all
no.
of that.
That don't
Yeah.
happen no more, right? You don't see that anymore. And you know why you don't see that
No.
anymore? Because podcasts started happening. You know what I mean? People
Mhm.
started doing those shows on their own now. I don't need the big
Yeah.
network to do those shows anymore. You know what I mean?
But
I can do
yeah,
my
it's
own.
true.
Yeah.
hmm It's true. It's true. You don't, you know, and if you can bypass them and make all your money to yourself like an independent artist, then yeah. You know what's crazy is most of the greats that I've interviewed, that's one thing I have found that they want to stay, is they want to actually stay independent. They're like, I don't even want to be signed to a label.
Fact.
And we were like kind of blowed at first because we weren't hip yet to the game, but they put us on to know the knowledge. But they told us, they said, because we have to cut out everybody, the record label, the this and that. When we do it independent, all the money that we make by touring and doing what we do, we get it all, and we disperse it when we need to disperse it, and we can control it. And I was just like, wow, and I thought to myself, well, dang, they still don't, want the money. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, they can make the money, and like they say, so might as well. So,
That's the reason why I'm
yes.
independent. And it's crazy if we talk about independence, right?
Hmm.
I got signed to a distribution deal by Empire 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Okay.
Hmm.
Yet I give Empire a percentage of my profits, right?
Hmm.
But they don't dictate anything I do.
Hmm.
They don't tell me what I can release. They don't examine my music before I release it. Nobody's telling me, hey, that song can't go on the album. I'm as independent as E40, right?
Yeah. So is that the same thing that Dolph had when he was signed to Empire, the distribution? That everybody's like, oh, he's signed to Empire, and they're like, no, he's signed to the distribution. Same thing. That's pretty
Now, a lot
cool.
of artists, a lot Tiger, a lot of artists are doing this nowadays, right?
Yeah, we looked up Empire not too long ago. I looked up Empire with somebody else that was there, and they were telling me like, saying all the different ones, and I was like, wow, so it kind of interests me to where I checked it out, and I was just like, there's a lot of famous names on there, people who are underneath the Empire label,
Man,
underneath the distribution part though.
listen,
you
they got.
know
Let me just read something for you, right?
Go
King
ahead.
Von,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Fireboy DML, D Smoke,
Mm-hmm.
B.O.B., Busta Rhymes, Selly Cell, Boosie Badass, Be Legit,
Mm-hmm.
David Banner, Tyga, Triple X, Blue, Mo. Like I've been in a room with Tyga. I sat in a room with Tyga in LA and we discussed the difference between like his album or his deal and my deal, right? And I'm not trying
Mm-hmm.
to compare myself to Tiger because Tiger's been signed with Lil Wayne and all that, right? But right now, me and Tiger in the same boat. Feel me? So regardless if he was on Young Money, signed by Lil Wayne, whatever, right? He in the same label that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
You doing the same thing I'm doing, right? So we was kind of talking like, Eric, what's his name? Eric Bellinger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric Bellinger, is that his name? Eric Bellinger. Eric Bellinger, Lyric, sorry man, Anderson. So we talking about some of these artists that are big names right now and they're putting out
Mm-hmm.
big music, right? And he was like, Blacc, like, have you ever thought about that you're in line with some of these people? Like we're all artists on the same label. We're all getting the same deal. And some of us just have more promo than others, but we all have the same deal. We're all sitting on the same deal. And in that moment, right, this is like 2, 3 years ago, right? In that moment, it hit me like, yo, I'm really a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really a big deal. Now, regardless of how somebody else might view me, if you check my numbers right now, we putting up over 500,000 streams a year right now as an independent company, as an independent artist. You understand? So we're doing
Amen.
the same thing that some of these other companies are doing with their artists. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, I'm just proud to be able to be mentioned in the same breath with some of these artists. I'm just proud to be able to sit down and talk to Tyga. I'm also a part of Fleet DJs, so I get a lot of time where I get to sit down and talk to a lot of my family members from Fleet, and I'm like, yo, it's kind of crazy that people are viewing me, the football player, right? I was the football guy. Now they're viewing me like, yo, no, he's a real independent artist who's really putting on for his city, right? And and
Mm-hmm.
and in that, right, Miss Music, in that, I don't feel like I have to go out and brag or be at a show to be like, hey, look at me, I'm the man. Like, bro, I'm doing what I do regardless if you notice or not. You feel me? The check still comes. The bag shows up every month. Regardless if you notice or not, it shows up. So there's enough people listening now, and I got a big enough fan base now where I can go to the table with Empire and be like, hey, let's talk about a promo deal. How can I get a promo deal? Like what's it take for me to get a promo deal now? And they listen. Before they
Mm-hmm.
might have been like, oh, we need you to build your fan base up a little bit more. Okay, I'll work on that, right? Now they sit there and they listen, like, okay, well, like, what are you looking for? You know what I mean? To me, that's just huge to me. You know what I mean? It's bigger than life to me. We really working over here.
You always working, and I've never known you of anything different but being a music artist. You know.
Uh, that's crazy. I love you for that. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm like seriously, that's what I remember you for. I
Now,
mean, yeah, music. I mean, that's the one thing I got on to you for because is music. I'm always like looking for like the next big star. Uh, I'm just gonna admit it. I can't help it. Yeah, it's like I know I can do it. So I'm always looking. So it's just like, what am I gonna find next? Where's it at, George? Where's it at?
yeah,
So I like to come across artists that my network don't know. And to me, it's like finding a jewel. So I'm like, yo, I found this little shiny rock and I gotta go around and tell everybody about the damn rock. And that's me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing with all y'all. Is I'm just taking you and I'm polishing you off and I'm putting you out there and I'm spinning you around so like all my peoples out there can see you, know what you do, have an idea of who you are and what you're doing. So that's what I want to do. I want y'all to shine because y'all do have like awesome talent and you're beautiful. And I just think that like the world needs to see it, especially on my network. And if they don't like the network, they can get off. But I'm gonna share, yeah, I'm gonna share my jewels with them. So if they feel like seeing my jewels, then here they are.
Whoa, watch
But
out! You need to be showing everybody your jewels, though. Watch
oh,
out.
not those. No, not
Oh,
those
my bad.
jewels.
I ain't know what we were talking about. Sorry.
Those jewels are probably need to be polished too. Okay. Yeah. They've been in the closet for a while. They're dusty. It's probably blowing powder right now.
She's clowning.
I am. It's still good though.
But yeah,
Mm.
we got. Listen, I am beyond humbled and blessed to say that my record company now, Crown Republic Entertainment LLC, Crown Music is the label. Um,
Hmm.
that we've been supported by Empire. And I mean, any song that you look up globally, you'll see that it's put out by Empire. You know what I mean? Via Crown Music. I have no problem in my splits, and I own the rights to all my music. And you know what I mean? The royalties is mine. Like I don't have some of the headaches that some of these artists that are signed to big labels, right? They have some headache. Like look at the Migos right now. Like Migos and them going in right now because I want to have my own album, and the record label don't have control over my own album, but the record label being like, no, yes, we do. You know what I mean? So I am just fortunate and really blessed um, that in my something that I had as a hobby has now turned into a business, a side hustle. It's another income. So in my regular life, in my day to day life, in my career, I'm a school teacher, right? And I teach the young, and I bring them up, and I really give them the game. Like a lot of my even today was in class. It's a Friday. My kids is ready to go, so I turned class into um, an experience about business, and let's get our homework done right, and then we can talk about business. So we have vocabulary today. They knocked out their vocabulary super fast, knocked it out, so that they can sit down and talk business with Coach Blacc. You feel me? So it's so much more to this now than just the music aspect of it. Like it's truly turned into a passion, a business beyond just the music with the clothing line. You know what I mean? Like it's so much more the graphic, like the radio station, the podcast. Like we're touching so many people in so many different ways. You know what I mean? That it ain't just about the music no more. The music might have been what got us through the door, but there's so many other facets to what we doing now that it's just not about music. You know?
Mm-hmm. And that's true. It's about your, like I said, your purpose, your path, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Um, and that goes along with being an artist. You gotta have your merch. You gotta have your content, I would say, as we call it on YouTube. You have to, have your ideas, your plans, your strategies. And I think whatever that works for you, just keep doing that because all it's going to do is just help you get better, and finally succeed, consistency, persistence, you got ingredients for success. Just stay motivated. We've been doing this thing a long time, but we've had to transform into the different many. I would say it's crazy because when you become a music artist, you end up also becoming almost like, well, some people become a beat maker, but you still would become to where you could almost make, if you wanted to, you could go make a beat. Like you become certain positions that you deal with, a manager, um your security, like, what I'm saying, you have to play the different parts and learn them so that you can be the best artist that you can be. And sometimes we take different roles, and it may not be security guard, it may be, okay, now I'm a ghostwriter, you know what I mean? And but you're still making money. Like you just never know where the branches are going to take you and what you're going to do and what you're going to learn. So you know, I never knew I was going to spread branches like that. Like I was going to grow leaves and trunks and all different types of ways. And you know, people nowadays is like, "What are you doing?" It's like, man, I got a whole slew of shit. Don't let me start, because we'll be here too long.
Right.
So you know, it's crazy. But I definitely want to get into some music because we have ranted a little longer than
Come
I
on.
planned,
Come
and
on.
I love it because you know everybody needs to understand that we woke over here, and I'm not talking like Matrix woke, I'm talking like spiritually woke.
Yeah, spiritual.
So
Let's
you
go.
will definitely be hearing some stuff from time to time when I have people on because you know we all come together. This is unity. We're you know trying to, like you said, we're trying to make our community better. And we as elders, we have to put that work in.
Facts.
We can't sit back here and just not do anything. So, you know, I think that a lot of people love music, and you know, they're at the point where they're like, well, I don't know who to listen to no more. The music, the radio plays the same stuff, and the clubs play the same stuff. Well, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create the music shop, and then we'll bring people in from whoever my network, from just people from my network, from other people's network, but I'm bring them in and let people see them, and then decide whether or not they like them, and if they like them, they get new fans.
Oh, this is what
So
you're doing. This music, what you
mhm.
doing is you breaking artists too. You breaking artists.
Exactly,
Right. Absolutely.
exactly. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, to my network, hopefully, like I said, the whole idea is for it to spread. But yeah, breaking artists, and I've been doing that since MySpace, so it's like it's not
Yo,
hard.
that might be
Yeah.
where we met. That might be where we met. My
Probably because a lot of people followed me to Facebook from MySpace. I had 13,000 friends, so I can't remember everybody, but yeah, it may have been. It may have been. I know. I had a few pages at the beginning, and some some uh, some really mean, evil DJ. Well, he calls himself a DJ, but he doesn't spend any music. But yeah, he got like three of my pages deleted, so I lost a lot of people, and I didn't get a lot of people back. So it took a long time. I think it took like a year for me to get like maybe a third of my people back, and then some people came looking for me, so I was grateful for that. But it's just like, you know, it's always something, you know. It's always something to push you back, and at the time you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's happening. And then later on it's just like you get past it. If you have to rebuild, you rebuild. But you know what I'm saying, you get through it
about 2 years
and
ago,
you keep going.
we had like 2 years ago, about 2 years ago,
Hmm.
we had one of our we had one of our hard drives. I'll show you. Like we had one of our
Hmm.
hard drives, our hard
Hmm.
drive, our hard drive. Everything
Hmm.
that was Crown Republic, it crashed.
Hmm.
Everything Crown Republic. I'm talking about photos, music, graphic. I'm talking about paperwork. I'm talking about everything Crown Republic crashed. And we were sick for like a month. Like, what do we do now? Right. And then talking to some of these companies that restore hard drives, they're like, yeah, 8,000, 5,000, 10,000. What? Like, that's that's ridiculous. That's crazy.
1,500 here that just happened to my engineer, and I just lost 3 mixtapes. And we called around. It's cheaper here though, so contact the people here. It's like one place to 175, and if they couldn't do it, they have to send it to a special place that they know for a fact they can do it, but it's like 1,500.
Y'all cheap. Y'all were super cheap over there because it was 3,000,
Mm-hmm.
8,000 over here. One man told me 10. I just hung up on him. What are you, $10,000 for you to restore my hard drive? That sounds
Well,
ridiculous.
check this out, okay? The Lord and the universe and our ancestors work in mysterious ways. I'm putting you onto games so you can get yours fixed. I may not be able to get mine done because I don't have the money to do it, but at least somebody's work gets taken care of, and then eventually the universe will work out some magical plan, you know, and some little action that'll help me, you know, recoup what I got. But
Fact.
sometimes, you know, we just need a key, or we need help, or maybe, you know, maybe there's a lot, well, there's a lot, not maybe, there's a lot of reasons why we don't connect today. But anyways, we're gonna keep on talking because, you know, Ron, we go way back and we're gonna talk about this. So let me go ahead. I want to play your music.
Let's
I
go.
want to get in here, and
Who we
yeah, because
playing?
I want them to hear what the hell you got going on.
Who
You
we
know what?
playing?
I think I'm gonna play the jump off song. You know what the jump off song is, right?
Oh, what's the jump off song?
Oh, you don't know what he sent me.
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Let me run by the names so you know what, because I know you're gonna know what the jump off song is. He sent me Lifeguard.
Okay.
He sent me So Live,
Okay.
and he sent me Run Me the Bread, Run Me the
Oh,
Bread, Run Me
bread.
the Bread, Run Me
Yeah,
the
so we talking
Bread.
about my new mixtape. My new mixtape comes out in like 5 days.
Yes, and the new mixtape. Go ahead and tell him about the new mixtape, please.
Oh, listen, man. So I got I did this thing like it started. I don't man, I can't even remember when we started, man. Like probably 2010. The alter
Mhm.
egos, right? And it first started off as a photo, and it first was brought to my attention by my vice president by the name of Tennessee, Miss Tennessee. So she brought it. She did her first little picture, and I was like, "Yo, that's dope." She was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it to you. Like, you should do this." And I was like, I don't know." So she hooked me up with the photographer. We did the first one. We created the picture. Everybody loved the picture. The picture is me robbing myself. I'm
Mhm.
robbing myself. Taking off my watch, like, yo, give me that. You know what I'm talking about? And everybody loved it. Like, yo, that's dope. Where'd that come from? So then I was like, yo, let's continue the idea. So we did the Alter Egos mixtape series, and it started off with Alter Egos, Where's Your Bite? And then I did Alter Egos, Me, Myself, and I, and then Alter Egos, The Feline Theory, Alter Egos, A Singles Valentine. Like I just been working on this Alter Egos thing. Like that's my thing. That's my brand. If you know Rand Blacc, if you really been listening to Rand Blacc, then you know the Alter Egos is like that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I took off and got away from the mixtape thing as we started with the Empire deal and just really selling music and trying to get heard globally. And I got another project coming out in September. We're gonna drop it on September 22nd, and it's called Alter Egos. It's just the album. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a dual album or a double take. So we're gonna actually drop the mixtape on next month on the 1st. We're gonna let that ride out for about a month, and then we hope everybody likes that. And it's kind of like a jacking for beats, Miss Music. Like if you remember Ice Cube when he did jacking for beats, right? So that's kind of like the whole mixtape. The whole mixtape is gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna take some of the hottest songs that's on the
Mhm.
radio right now, and I'm gonna make my own song out of it. I'm gonna recreate the whole song and do my own thing with it. So that's what the mixtape is. It's like a jacking for beats. I'm gonna recreate some of the hottest songs that y'all already know. And when you hear
Yeah.
mine, you're gonna be like, damn, I think I might like this version better. You feel me? Like you got it cracking like that.
Yeah.
And it's nothing more than just promo leading up to my album that's coming out in September, right? So I'm just super excited. I mean in November. So I'm just super excited to be able to drop the mixtape and add on to the brand and the series. And at the same time, be able to offer the Alter Egos itself as an album and sell it. Like we're about to go up, man. We about to chart. Mark my words when I tell you we're gonna chart with this one. We definitely gonna chart.
Well, I bet you are. You know, you've always been successful. You've been building a long time, so it's getting near to your time. You know, most definitely. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run this song. I'm gonna do the jump off song right here.
Run it
So,
up, run it up.
run me the bread. That's what
Oh,
I'm gonna
let's go.
play.
Rand
Right.
Black,
This is
GQ. Let's go. Let's
right.
go.
The music shop with Miss Music. You heard it here first.
Yeah, this is what we doing now. Okay. 11 told me to go all the way in on this thing, so you know. What? Crown gang.
We in the penthouse.
I ain't never been a simp nigga, and I don't roll with no bitch niggas. Better run me the bread. Better run me the bread. Ah, better run me the bread. I ain't never been a bitch nigga, and I don't roll with no simp niggas. Better run me the bread. Better run me the bread. Ah, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread. Better run me the bread. Ah, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread. Better run me the bread. Ah, better run me the bread. Yeah. Up So taught this class in college. An alcoholic beverage with some friends sharing knowledge. Took the wrong pill for the thrill, now you polished. Appreciate the work, but my guy, you a coward. What you mean you ain't got it? Been a couple months since you came and you borrowed it. Seen a couple posts on your page like you ballin'. When it come to paying bills, I'm the one you callin'. What you calling me for? You can't run the game on me though. I ain't something, nigga. You ain't fucking me for free, ho. I'm one of the few niggas that believed and made that ass. Hella funny how Q had to save that ass. Baby mama say she ain't trippin', she gave that ass. So it ain't no hard feelings, you can keep that cash. You the snake type figure, how you did loud pack. You simple ass motherfucker, you just make me laugh. I ain't never been a simp nigga, and I don't roll with no bitch niggas. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. I ain't never been a bitch nigga, and I don't roll with no simp niggas. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. King Q, you not hard, you hella soft like mashed potatoes. That's why I fucks with myself like a masturbator. Limo tent, I can only see half the haters. Money on the line, counted twice, no calculators. Pass the paper since you niggas smoking backwoods. Grammy nominations cause y'all niggas only act good. Back page shut down, but the track good. I be spitting scriptures like the Bible, boy, I'm that good. Ain't no squares in my circle, you a shapeshifter. I can facelift you, you got traits of a fake nigga. And every time you speak out, I hear snakes slither. I be in the jungle with the lions and the apes, nigga. I'm on top at the surface when you get down. You against me like Soulja Boy versus Chris Brown. Plus my boy super crazy when I spit him out. Fucking with a nigga like me, boy, that shit is out. I ain't never been a simp nigga, and I don't roll with no bitch niggas. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. I ain't never been a bitch nigga, and I don't roll with no simp niggas. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread. Give it to me, baby. Better run me the bread, better run me the bread, better run me the bread.
Yeah. Had to give him that jump off song. Boy, let me tell you. Yeah. Y'all see the Q code, the QC code. You wanna find them? Hit the QC code. That's right. Oh my gosh, see that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Don't
good.
get me excited, man. My blood started. I wanted to get up and just
Yeah, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. That's exactly what
just give me the bread. Just jump up, you know what I'm saying? Got to get me out of my seat. Don't let me start.
that's what exactly what we looking for right there.
Oh, right. Just get up and kind of, turn around and just say, oh,
Hey,
yep. I'm trying to eat, but
that's all
I
right.
don't know. It comes off. It doesn't stay long. I kind of go up and down. I'm getting old, so it's like sometimes I'm skinny.
What are you talking about? You're getting better. You're not getting old. You're
Oh,
getting
I'm
better.
trying to. I'm still trying to keep it. You seen? I try to keep it.
Tight. Keep it tight.
So,
Yeah,
I'm
keep it
trying, boy. I'll be in that gym.
Keep it tight. Absolutely. Stay healthy, mentally and physically. You dig? Mentally and physically. You
For
dig?
sure, for sure. So, oh my gosh. So that's one of the new tracks
Yeah, man.
on your
That's actually the bonus track. Actually, that's the bonus
Oh,
track.
that's a
Hey,
oh yeah, it was a bonus. It did say bonus.
actually, we were going to sell it, right? I was going to sell it, right? And my producer, Penthouse Beats, he actually made the beat over, right? So it sounds like, give it to me, baby. It really sounds, the beat sounds very, very similar to that. So after sitting down with my lawyer and kind of talking to, my project manager and my regular manager, was like, we can put it out. They'll probably, Empire will probably push it. And if this thing really blows, then somebody might come back and be like, hey, we need a check. You got to give us a check.
They gonna tax your ass.
It sounds very similar to my song. You feel me? So we was like, why not just give it away? You know what I mean? Let's, rather than having a whole hoopla and some problems and
Oh,
chaos, let's just go ahead and give it away. So we're gonna give it away as a bonus track.
yeah, and then you know what would be cool though? If you can get like a remix with the artist that did that and include it in there. That would be so hot.
Stop telling my secrets.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I channeling? Oh, I'm sorry. My psychicness. I'm so bad.
Stop
I'm sorry.
telling all
I
my
don't mean to.
telling my business.
Okay, Capricorn. I'm a Cancer. What you expect? I'm sorry. I can't help myself. You know how it is.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of things on the work. I got something coming down the road that we're gonna try to get with Snoop, and
Mm.
you know, I'm an innovator, man. Can't nobody tell me what I can't do, right? Never tell me what I can't do, right?
Mm-mm.
So I've reached out to Drake and his company, you know what I mean, and I want to talk about like, man, let's do something, you know what I mean. And he might look at me like, bro, who are you? Don't worry about it, but I can touch some people that maybe you haven't been able to touch yet, you know what I mean. And he's global, he's worldwide, right? But I'm in these schools, and that's what I kind of want to do. I want to try to bring Drake into Vegas, and I want to do a school concert. You know what I mean? Like I want to do where we put a concert together for kids. You know what I mean? And you come to a high school or two or three high schools in the valley and make it a tour. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling my business now, and I probably shouldn't be, but this is how innovative that I am and the things that I'm trying to do for the city of Las Vegas. Like I've really sat down and pitched this idea, and you know what I mean? My manager loves it. You know what I mean? My lawyer loves it. You know what I mean? My lawyer's kind of talked to his lawyer, and his lawyer loves it. Now we just waiting to see if Drake's gonna love it. You know what I mean? And is his company gonna love it? And if so, then we done set up something. I mean, it's already planned out. I already mapped the whole thing out. Like we're gonna hit like 4 or 5 schools, 6 schools in like a 2-day period, and they don't really know where we going. You know what I mean? So to the kids, they gonna think it's gonna be an assembly, and all of a sudden you got Drake out there. You feel me? So what I want to do is I want to try to get a song done with Drake so that we doing something positive for the kids, and the song will be more positive towards the kids. And I like to perform that song. You know what I mean? Along with some whatever Drake wants to perform it for these kids as well, but perform that song as well. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of things coming down the pipe, man. I'm super excited about everything we got going, man. I'm telling you, like this is bigger than just music.
Yeah, and I'm glad you get to come onto the music shop and tell everybody about it because um to sit there and have to go through your Facebook post over and over, that's what I love about interviews. You can get like the whole chunky monkey in an interview if you have somebody who's asking or wanting the content that is going to be able to tell everybody what you do and how you do it and where you do it, and because it's hard to follow all the time. And by the time we go to get like another interview on you, there's so much more that we'll just have to log into. But I like this because it's like documentary stuff.
Facts.
So it's locking it in. And
Facts.
if I miss something, I get to rewind too. And y'all know that when I get done with these shows, I actually rewind to watch them
Go
again.
back and watch. Hell yeah.
I do. I do it every radio show that I do because I always want to see like, did I screw up? Did I do something I wasn't supposed to do? Or you know what I mean? Or damn it, how many times did you cuss? So I had to make sure because every once in a while I slip, I get a little bit comfortable. But I'm trying to work on the potty mouth, but I make sure that I try to make it 18 and up because if anything is ever said, because we are adults, we're not gonna be held accountable for it because it says 18 and up. So yeah, if you underage, you better get up right now.
Right now. Get off
Yeah,
right
right
now.
now. Yeah. If you're 17, you better have your parents' permission, okay? Because at times the language may get a little, you know. But yeah, we got more music, and I definitely want to play another song because I know people are like, okay, okay, but we about to switch it up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna let you pick. We have the Soul Life, and we have let me see. Let me remove this real quick.
Lifeguard, right? You said
Yep,
lifeguard.
lifeguard. Yep, you're right. Lifeguard. Yep. I'm
So
going into.
Lifeguard is really a hip hop and beat, like a love song.
Mhm.
Soul Live is a real. Yeah, you should probably go Soul Live. Soul Live.
That's
Yeah, you should go.
yeah. So I was thinking because I wanted to kind of graduate them. You feel me?
They gonna love this one though. This one might get them up dancing right here. This one might get them up dancing. You might want to be.
Oh. I
You
know,
might have some
man.
twerking that might happen on screen. We might start getting comments of twerk videos. You better be careful.
I can't twerk, but I can shake it a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm for real. I'm so old school. Like the only thing I learned how to do back then was, my time it was booty shake. So I know how to shake it. I haven't got with today's new generation of twerking. I'm sorry, people. Uh, my old ass just ain't doing it.
They,
But
them bows, them bows
I
don't make
tried. I
yeah,
tried. I tried.
don't work that
It
way. It's
just
all good.
yeah.
It's
But
all good.
let's go ahead and let's get this on. This is so live. Go ahead, introduce your track.
So live. This is gonna be I think this is the first single off the mixtape. So live. When you hear the beat, you're gonna automatically know where it came from. So this is one of those ones that I flipped and turned it into a different song. So this is So Live, Rand Blacc, first single off the Alter Egos 2222 mixtape. Let's go.
Let's go.
So live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like like Little baby got me so live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like like I feel like your love's the air I need, girl. I can't breathe without you. I know the feeling that I'm feeling, yes, you feel it too. I know my life has changed since I met you. Got my heart on the move. I feeling like I done lived this life before. Now I got you, I love this life more. Wouldn't trade you in for nothing. Girl, I need your loving. I need it right now, so baby, come lie down. Baby got me so live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like like Little baby got me so live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like like you like to say I can't see the things right in front of my face. Baby, sometimes I say things that's so out of place. Ain't no doubt about it. I just wanna shout it. Girl, let me love you. I'd really love to. I feeling like I done lived this life before. Now I got you. I love this life more. Wouldn't trade you in for nothing. Girl, I need your loving. I need it right now, so baby, come lie down. Little baby got me so live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like like Little baby got me so live, open and I really don't know why. She really got me feeling like 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 like
I'm saying, like, boy. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you're off of here later, let me tell you now, sucky sucky. All by myself. All by myself, baby. Mm-hmm. I'm being here breaking it down. Mm.
That's what's
Seriously.
That's what's up.
I love it. But I was listening to your tracks, because I get to hear them first. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, he just went from one level to another. And then you're about to hit another level. And I was just like, all right, yeah, yeah. Like I'm liking the new stuff. They definitely need to go and check out your new stuff. Go ahead and plug in the links real quick. So
Man,
everything
the mixtape is gonna drop on Audio Mac first, and we're gonna let it kind of marinate there for like probably 2 or 3 weeks, and we're gonna drop it on SoundCloud. But we want the initial first link to be Audio Mac, especially with the plays and the way we're running up, and we're giving the producers and artists for the songs that we use, we're actually giving them their credit on the mixtape, right? So if you play my song, like you play that song right there, that's somebody else's beat, right? So when you play that song, they're going to actually get the promo and love on that song. Like you're listening to my song, but when the play comes up, it goes to them, right? So we set it up in a certain way with Audio Max so that we're not stealing plays. You're gonna get your love. We're gonna make sure that you get your love. We're gonna give you your flowers. We're gonna make sure that we say that, yo, this song is this song, and we did a cover for it or we remade it. You know what I mean? So I'm just super excited about that part. That it's gonna really be something where people can't say like, yo, he's still in plays. No, we not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we did jacking for beats, but these artists and these producers are really gonna still get their royalty, their plays, their streams. That's awesome to me. You know what I mean? That's dope to me. It drops. It drops. What is it? September 1st. Next Thursday. Next Thursday it drops. Man, we got all kinds of songs on there. We got a promo that we about to drop. The only song that we couldn't really put out, that nobody would allow us to put out, is "Waiting for You," the Future song. I remade that song as well, so we're gonna actually do a whole little promo where we're gonna be giving people that song. We're gonna send it to people. We're gonna do a contest, run a little promo where we'll send that single to you personally. You can hear that. We're gonna have a little video thing for it as well. Like, we running it up, man. We running it up and just preparing it for the album, which is all my music. Like, there's no covers or nothing on the album. The album is all original music, and it sounds the same. You know what I mean? You're gonna get every alter ego that there is: Ram Blacc, Hugh Huss, Scholar Hall, Black and Mild. You're gonna get all those different personalities of me. You're gonna hear them on the album. You're gonna hear them talking to each other. You feel me? Like, you might think I'm crazy. Like, some people gonna listen to this album and be like, "Oh boy, crazy. He might be a lunatic for real." You know what I'm saying? But this is kind of how I make music. Like, this is the different personalities or different moods or alter egos that I'm in when I make music. So I want to present that in an album and rather than a mixtape. And what better way to do it than to do a double album launch? Like, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be dope.
That's pretty creative of you to think of, like, to make it to where you see it as personalities, alter egos, and stuff like that. That's really cool. Like, it's a really cool way for you to be able to construct your music. I think like it's kind of like, I would say it's kind of genius. Like, from I'm for real, from a Cancer to a Capricorn. Yeah, like that's impressive. Like, I like that idea of how you can explain it to people in an interpretation to they'll understand, so they can interpret what you are exactly saying. And yeah, I think that's dope because I think that at a point you're right, because when we do music, we are going back into when we were at like a certain character. You would say, because we don't always act the same, we're always changing. So that's really creative, and if you think about it, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. I like that.
Mixtape
People
series,
that
the
go
mixtape
ahead.
the mixtape series has done very, very well, right? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not bragging right now, so please don't take it that way. But
No,
there's well over 10 to 15,000 plays on each mixtape, right?
that's good.
So
Yeah.
series in its own, in itself, has manifested way beyond the concept that I first created. You know what I mean? So in doing Alter Egos 2222, I had to be like, yo, this has to be something that we're adding to the brand that levels it up. It can't be something like, oh, that's cool, but it wasn't better than the last one. Like, this has to be better, right? So when the album comes out, and this is my worst fear right now, Miss Music, I don't want the mixtape to come out and everybody be like, "Woo, the mixtape was hot. The mixtape was dope. I'm playing it." Then the album come out and be like, "Yeah, the album was hot, but the mixtape was dope. The mixtape was fire." Like, nah, the album got to be better too. So that's been my whole focus. Like, I'm gonna give you a little bit in this mixtape, right? But the album is what you really gonna be sitting around like, "Oh yeah, this is what I was waiting for right here. This is it."
My engineer did that to me one time with my mixtapes. He was like, "Yo," because the last mixtape I did is called Soul Sessions, and I haven't dropped it yet, but I've been dropping a little music from it. And he's like, "I think this is the best one yet," and I'm like, "What about the other ones I just did even?" And he's like, "No, I just think this is it," and I'm just like, "Why?" Because it was real conscious, so but it's conscious, but yet real. You know what I mean? It's not stuff that's put together. It's not fake. It's all things that I've gone through, things that I've experienced, characters, or not characters, but emotions that I have felt, and which became, the song, which you say a character. So for that part, so it's just crazy, but I've honey, it's like if you go to perform and you're really scared that the mic's gonna go off, and you're getting to the song and you're like, all right, bitch, I finally, I'm doing good, and then fucking mic goes off. Okay, so you never know, but like you said, if you just keep on doing what you are creative. The more creative you are, the more irons in the pot you got. The more you're gonna be able to just end up doing what you want to do. So I think that you are got the right strategy. You got the right motivation. You obviously got the right tunes. So I love it. Like, and we still got one more song.
Thank you.
Like, but hey, for the people that are following us on Facebook, do you have a Facebook page you'd like to tell them about?
Absolutely, man. Facebook /Ran Black RANBLACC, or Facebook /Crown Republic Entertainment, Crown Music. Like we can keep going. Like I got all kinds of pages you can go look
Go
at. We
ahead. Go ahead.
Crown Republic Clothing and Apparel.
Mm.
Crown Graphics. It's the Crown Radio. You can go to my website www.ranblack.com. Like man, it's kind of crazy, right? So when you sent me the link today, like, yeah, this is gonna be where we're gonna go on air at, right? I'm like, oh, okay, StreamYard. Oh, I got StreamYard. I got a whole podcast that we do on StreamYard too. So I was just
We
super
gotta,
stoked. Like, let's
yeah.
go.
We
Okay,
gotta
I see
link
it.
up.
You
I'll
feel me?
come on
So,
and host with you one day if you're doing
yeah,
something. For
absolutely, absolutely.
sure.
I'll definitely come on. So yeah, we just, there's so many different outlets. I mean, the clothing line is taking off. It's stationed in San Diego. We're pushing it from San Diego to Vegas. We got it moving in Phoenix now. I got it moving in LA now.
What's the
Um,
link, the shop link for that? You have a store link for that?
Facebook, it's on Facebook right now. We're in the process of right now, like even as we speak right now, there's a
Mm.
website being built for the clothing line as we speak. You know what I'm talking about? And we're gonna rebrand the clothing line a little bit because the logo that we have right now is cool, right? And we've done hats and beanies and hoodies, but we want to
Mm.
go more professional too. So we're gonna go shirt and ties, polo shirts, slacks. Like we're about to go into a whole different genre of clothing, right? It ain't gonna just
Cool.
be merch and t-shirts and all that, right? It's about to go into a real clothing line. Like somebody might be playing golf in my clothes here in a minute. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be the
Yeah.
sponsor of some golfer who's a professional, but he got Crown Republic clothing on. You know what I'm saying? So like we got things on the table, man. Like I can't give too much away, but listen, it's a lot coming. It's a lot we trying to do. I got a bucket list of certain things I want to do, and I grew up watching Master P, right? I grew up watching Wu-Tang, right? Tupac, Biggie, Puffy, Jay-Z, right? So I felt like when I got the opportunity to have my own label, there were certain things that I wanted to take from each and every one of these artists that I watched do their thing as I grew up and make it my own, right? So that's what I'm doing now. Right now, I'm just putting pieces together that keeps building my Lego castle. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm gonna keep building my Lego castle, and I can take some pieces off, and I can build back up, and I can tear a whole wall down if I want to, and build something back up. But what they're never going to do is say that we didn't try. So we're just gonna keep trying and keep building, man. As long as we keep building and keep trying, you know what I'm saying? The aspirations, the passion, the dedication is all here. Shout out to my team, Crown Republic South, Crown Public LLC. You know what I'm talking about? It's the crown. Like we working, man. As long as we keep driving and pushing towards the goal, man, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be successful.
You ain't never lied. Oh my gosh. Like, it's cool because your clothing line to start, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely gotta go there and check some of that out. See, we're always looking for like something new to wear. So
We
definitely
got
want to do
hey, we got boy shorts coming out for the girls. We got leggings
that.
coming out for the girls. Don't play with me. Listen, I'm talking to a lady right now who used to work for Victoria's Secret. She got her own little thing she doing now, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to get bras and panties. I'm not playing around, man. I'm trying to get this thing
Ooh.
cracking. You
Give
dig?
me some tea bags. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some models. I'll come holler at you.
All right. I know. Oh boy. Yeah, they'll be. My inbox will be thick after that one if I do that. I
Yeah,
be
we
I be doing the headshots just now, and they be like Miss Music, and I'm like, what? And they're like, just headshots, and I'm like, yeah, just
that's all you.
headshots.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. You don't need nothing else right now. You got work coming.
Every once in a while, say I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just kind of put a little something out there to make you remember who the queen is. But Don't forget. Hmm. It ain't too old yet. Mm.
I hear you. I hear
Don't,
you.
don't let me fool you.
Uh,
It's still got dust on it though.
oh,
You
not the dust. You got a
know what
blower.
I mean.
An air
Yeah,
blower.
yeah. I got a broom right there, but I don't know, leave it dusty.
You
Let
got
me
to blow
put
it
it.
off.
Like you said, I got work to do, man. I ain't even trying to entertain it. I got work to do. But yeah, most definitely. We're gonna get into this next track because speaking of why I'm not entertaining it, this next song, maybe a little bit of, saying I can understand and relate to. This is why I'm not entertaining it. So yeah, definitely. We're gonna talk about this next track. Lifeguard. Go ahead and tell them about that one.
Do I have to for real?
You don't have to, but
No, I will. Now this is wow, this is one of these songs. So there's a couple songs on the mixtape. So let's go back a little bit. Alter Ego's 2222 was when I 2222 was when I was supposed to get married, right? So I didn't get married. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? We decided to kind of go our separate ways in that idea just due to the fact that the pieces weren't fitting together as well as we thought they were going to, right? And not the bad mouther, like beautiful woman, great woman. I got
no,
another song
yeah.
on a mixtape called Beautiful where I say it like, yo, I still think you beautiful, but it just ain't working. You know what I mean? And even though it's not working and we're gonna go our separate ways, I still think you're a beautiful person. So this is one of those songs. It's probably the first song that I did on the mixtape, and it's about the adventure of prior to the engagement, right? And it's about the years that we had spent together prior to the engagement, and then in one moment she had a conversation with me where I was like, oh, okay, this is it, and this is what the song is about. The song's about her being my lifeguard, her coming to save me. You know, I'm talking about bringing me out the streets, like, yo, let me take care of you, and this is the song.
You
Ran
know,
Black,
it,
lifeguard.
right? It's a good thing though to be able to be that mature and that honest and that open with each other to be like, look, let's not make a mistake now. I mean, let's like do this now so we don't make a mistake later on in the future. And you get down the line and you've had kids and you got, you know what I mean? And you're just like not there. So
Yeah,
that was a very, very mature thing for
facts.
y'all to do. And salute to your queen because we know that sometimes we're just supposed to be there for a moment and we go on. But it's great to experience everybody that we get to experience life. So just remember that everybody's a blessing, and if they ain't a
Facts.
blessing, they're a lesson. So
Facts.
yeah. So let's go ahead and get into this next
Let's
song right here.
get it. Skate.
Let's get it. Yep. Right?
Lifeguard. This one go hard, man. This is all the
Yeah,
Drake.
dude.
Yeah. Funny how your life changed in the blink of an eye. Needed a lifeguard to help the sink. Happened quick, a couple blinks, and I ain't had to think. She said she had me till the end, and that's forever though. To carry last names on her back like we going pro. Maybe some stars on her shoulders that help to shine. And it's the gratitude, truly, that I made her mine. Had to put in the work, good things they come in time. Guard my life like it's her own. Long live the grind, long live the grind. I ain't much of a swimming pro. Complete trust, yeah, shorty, I may never know. But one thing, best believe, I still struggle, folks. My life vest still on, case they rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Yeah. You say pain changes people. Sometimes change is pain. That's deep. I wonder if she feels the pain I felt. I wonder if she still feels pain. Say I met her at a football game. I barely noticed, shook her hand, hardly spoke her name. They said her baby daddy Cray probably break the bank. Homegirls kinda shady, but it's all the same. Ain't get they names, let them lanes be hella lame. Don't play them games, sitting at the dock of the bay, ready to serve them things. Life is full of pain, youngin' gon' need you some Novocaine. Every life ain't born, you drowned and you to blame. Yeah, if you drown, you to blame. How many life vests have you gave up? How many lifeguards have you missed? I was drowning in the deep end. I could feel my feet sinking. I need a lifeguard to save me. I'm done with Bay watching, baby. drowning by myself. You drop the best when I need help. Cause you're my lifeguard, baby. I'm done with watching, baby. I'm done with watching, baby. Cause you're my lifeguard, baby. I'm done with watching, baby.
Mm.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep right there. Listen, the whole album is like that, man. I'm trying to tell you, you played 3 dope songs today, right? And I'm glad you played them, right? Super excited about having me on your show and playing that music. But there's like, listen, there is let me see here. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
How many more tracks? Go ahead, Ren. Tell me.
There is 12 tracks and we just played 3. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
wow.
Like it's so much more. It's so many more to it. It gets so much deeper. Like I got the trying. You didn't get to hear trying. Sticking to the plan. Sticking to the plan is the only original song besides Run Me the Bread that's on the mixtape as well. Sticking to the plan. We got it from what's his name? Damn, Blacc. He's a YouTube producer. That's crazy right now. I can't think of that. That's messed up.
Oh,
Larry
can't think of it.
Nance Larry something. Larry, I'm gonna have to give you a shout out later. I forget the damn name. That's crazy. But we had got a beat from him, and unfortunately, he had already sold the beat. So it was like, yo, you could use it on a mixtape, but you can't sell it. Cool, I'll use it on a mixtape. You feel me? So I got that one. It's called "Sticking to the Plan." Me and my Brody Loose Lyric out of San Diego. On my album, there is a Flowers. It's called Flowers, right? And I recorded that one first, and then I came back and did a mixtape song called Flowers again. So what we did was we made Flowers on the mixtape part 1, and then Flowers on the album part 2. So when you hear Flowers on the mixtape, there's definitely a correlation between the songs where you'll be like, oh damn, it's almost the same. Absolutely, we just changed the beat, we flipped it a little bit, we did something different to it. I already told you about Beautiful, that's on there. And then I got Waiting for You, and then the bonus track is Run Me the Bread. So, there's even some skits. There's a couple skits in there. We're doing a whole lot of work, man. But like I said, there's so much more to the mixtape that you haven't heard, and I'm glad because it's gonna make you go back to the mixtape. Like, yeah, I heard 3 songs, but I gotta hear the rest. There's so much more, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's good because you're supposed to drop the mixtape, not miss music.
Right, factual.
So I'm lucky I got 3.
Absolutely.
So
And
thank you.
I'm taking it that my project manager, shout out to my project manager, Devin, AMG, shout out to
Devin, what's up?
I'm talking about. I'm surprised Devin sent you all 3 because we ain't really been doing that. We've been sending out 1, maybe 2. You can get a taste. You can't get full off of this though. You can't get full. So he gave you a plate. He gave you a plate. I'm gonna talk to him about getting that plate too. It was almost Thanksgiving-ish. You almost got a Thanksgiving-ish plate right there.
I got an early Christmas present. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Hey, he's good to me. I miss music. What do you expect? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I love it. I love all the blessings that y'all bring me, and that's why I just got to the point where I was like, I need to just do my own show. And when I get some free time, just jump in with like an hour and just start putting people on. And Spirit was like, yeah, you need to do that, Miss Music. And I mean, I've been planning it for a while, but I'm finally getting around to doing it. The kids, are in school. So I really don't have time, but I'm making time. Yeah, making time just to, number one, like I said, get the music out there. But 2, we have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Have a great time. Let everybody come in and just check out the music and enjoy it and go about their business. And we go about our business and, until there's a next show and a next artist, or, you blow up and have to come back because you're famous and I will be in your inbox if you ever get famous and and you don't respond. I'm going to tell your whole team, this is Miss Music, boy. I'm going to come looking for you. Like, let me in.
Sound like you capping. Don't be capping because you ain't got to worry about none of that. That is that's not. You already know that ain't even me. You know what I'm talking about? If
I
we
know. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell him.
yeah, come on, man. You already
But
know.
no, I'm just playing with you. But yeah, I'm loving it. The music is great. Sounds like it's gonna be a hot mix. I mean, hot, you got mixtape and album, so that's gonna be two from one. And oh my gosh, and then you switch up on the second one with that same song. That's gonna be pretty interesting.
No, it's
And
dope.
I would ask you more questions, but I'm not because that would just give away the whole secret. You know, take your butt
Yeah,
over there.
dope. No,
Yeah,
it's
and yeah, take your butt over there when it drops. Get those numbers up. Make sure you hit them up. Make sure
please
you give
do.
us some likes. Share him. You know what I mean? If you got an event or something going on out there and you like
I'll
his
have
music, hit
you.
him up.
Yes. And look,
Yeah,
let me
like my
say
people
this.
will work.
I want to say this too, because I just did a tour, man, the Way Too Grown tour #2. We did it in San Diego, some concierge work, man. It went up big. I just want to thank everybody for partaking in the Way Too Grown tour. Like
Mhm.
that listen, I can't even talk about too much of it, but I did the Way Too Grown tour 1. We did 4 cities. It was dope, right? It was dope. But
Mhm.
we did the Way Too Grown tour 2, 3 days in one city.
Mhm. You know you was exhausted.
It was much better. I had a great time, and San Diego's a beautiful place, man. So
Mhm.
listen, shout out to everybody that partook in the Way Too Grown 2 tour. Helped me put that together.
Mhm.
Shout out to my business partner, Naughty Dots. Man,
Mhm.
listen, big shit, big shit, big shit.
That's awesome. I'm glad you could come on tonight.
Thank
I'm
you for
glad you had a
having me.
little free time. I'm
Absolutely,
glad we could catch up. We have to definitely do this every once in a while. You know what I'm
please
saying?
do.
Just stay connected because if you ever need me, you know you hit me up. My prayers to your family,
Thank you.
to your yeah, to your immediate family, everybody around, friends, everybody. I'll keep you in my prayers, you and your family. God bless you, and definitely, like I said, um, just stay in touch because I
Absolutely.
don't want to miss it. And when that damn thing drops, you better send me the link. You
I
better tell
got you.
Devin have it in there,
You
have
already
it
know
in
it's
there.
coming. Stop playing. It's coming. Listen, prosperity to you. You already know that
Thank
I
you, baby.
always wish you the best with what you're doing and on your music, on your shows,
Thank
your
you, baby.
family as well, the kids. You know what it is. When it come to me, it's bigger than just music. You know what I'm talking about? So keep your drive alive. You know what I mean? Keep working. You know what I mean? Keep your prosperity. Keep your bless. Keep your prayers going up and your blessings coming down. You heard me?
Mm. Yes, sir. And
Absolutely.
baby, have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Everybody, you too, baby. Thank you. Everybody, thanks for to say goodbye to Ren. Say bye. Yeah, hit him up. Make sure you get them numbers up. Like I said, he's doing big things out there. He's also doing stuff for the kids. And you know, Miss Music love them kids. I can't have him on the show. Well, you know what I mean. Listen and watching and all that. But like I said, go ahead and support him if you like this artist. If you like his music, hit him up. Let him know. Give us some feedback. And yeah, I thank everybody for coming through. We're gonna go ahead and go to our outro. If you know somebody that's hot, hit me up. Let me know who they are. Let me check them out. I got let's see, we got Tay Boy. He's coming on Sunday. You can catch me on wbokradio.com. Actually, you can go to the site there. But you can catch me on Roku TV at WBOK Radio Network. We're on Amazon. We're on Apple TV. So check us out. That airs at 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So check out that show. We have a lot of old school greats on there. I'm talking like Orange Juice Jones, Speech from Arrested Development, Allura, The Jets. We had Buddha Monk. We had Cool in the Gang, Robert Bell. We had Freddie Jackson. Like we've had High Five, Troop, The Shy Lights. I've interviewed some big time people. But yeah, if you love the great legends of old time, definitely hip hop, R&B. Check it out. Sunday we do Tay Boy, and September 2nd we are doing DJ Trans. And if you don't know who DJ Trans is in Florida, hmm, that's our time. Y'all need to go look him up because he definitely had a single that hit the charts. And he is back and he's got his new music, so we're gonna go ahead and check him out. So salute to everybody. And you've been watching the music shop and hopefully you like our artist and I hope you have a great day and see you next time. You never know when I'm gonna pop up. All right, everybody. That's right. You have just watched the Music Shop with Miss Music. I hope you like the music. That's right. If you know somebody who's hot out there, go ahead and bring them my way, because I'm looking for them. It's the Music Shop. Come and check out the music. That's right. Hi, haters. It's the Music Shop. Yeah. That's right. You have been watching the Music Shop. Yeah. Miss Music. Yeah, that's right. Mm. Salute to all of our viewers. Salute to all of our listeners. And salute to the guests that make it all possible. That's right. Love, light, and happiness, everybody. Pray that you stay safe. Can I get one for the Music Shop? Sorry. Let's get it. It's the Music Shop. Miss Music. It's the Music Shop. Make sure you subscribe now. Don't forget to hit the bell. You never know when I'm gonna come on. Don't forget to leave a comment. Hit the like button. Show some love.